So here's this week's sneaker news. Quite a decent amount of sneakers to look at. And the first one up is the Air Jordan 1 Low MMV3. And this sneaker, to me, just not feeling it really. It's kind of similar to the Spiridon 2 Cage, as what I sort of reviewed, I think it was last year. But the overall look of it, it's not something for me. I think they're trying to, dive into that sort of Y2K trend and create like a metallic silver of a Jordan 1, but I just feel like it doesn't work in my opinion. And something which I am really interested in and seeing these pictures, brand new pictures of them, is the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 1 Low OG Nitro. So this is one of the sneakers that I was looking out for this year in particular. Big fan of like some of the stuff that Nigel Sylvester has been doing, and this black colorway really works. I think initially, for me, like I'm not that much of a fan of like black sneakers, but I feel like the touches on this one, looking similar to the original high version, which I believe was a friends and family exclusive. So I'm glad that these are coming out in the low version. I think they're really cool. Obviously, online we've sort of seen people sort of not think that these are that great, but however, I feel like they are. Maybe people will change their tune once this sort of comes out near the time. And then something which is exclusive to China is for their high school basketball league is the Kobe 4, and overall nice shoe. I do like the Kobe 4s as well. They're probably those and the Kobe 6 and the Kobe 8s are Kobe lines that I kind of like. But overall it's a cool sneaker. Just that sort of yellow color. But again, sure it'll be popular amongst the Kobe enthusiasts. And then Nike LD 1000 is releasing with like this sort of bandana paisley type print on it, and two different colorways. It looks okay. I'm not kind of a fan of these types of, I suppose, old racer models. They're not that comfortable on foot, but the aesthetic reasons of like being a 70s shoes, I do think they look quite cool at the same time though. And something which we've got like a preview of is the Levi's Nike MX95. These have been sort of rumoured for quite some time, and seeing these pics, I'm not that excited about them. It's quite nice that they come with red laces. That kind of signifies that whole Levi's branding with the red tab. But just the shape of it, obviously I know they're using that sort of denim material, but the shape, it kind of sort of ruins it for me personally. But at the same time, if I was to check out a pair, it'd probably be the white pair. And then we have the Nike AVA Rover, and this one kind of reminds me of the Yeezy 700, but not anyone sort of mentioned that. But I feel it looks like that as well, and it's based upon a runner. It's got Reactex midsole technology in there, and it looks also similar to the Space Hippie 04. That's also from Nike. But overall it's a cool looking model. I would like to get it into review because it's a new model and just something different again. And then also we have the Nike MX90. It's coming in a sort of OG color blocking, which I really like. I think it will be very popular, especially here in the UK and EU. And we haven't had too many MX90s release. So this is obviously supposed to be the 35th anniversary, I think, for the Air Max. So it should, we should see more, I guess. And then also I like this Adidas Intimidation version, which is made as a slip-on mock type sneaker. Overall like a cool looking silhouette in my opinion. I kind of like this latest version more actually. Another one that I'd like to sort of check out once it kind of releases. And something which is more of a sort of chunky slide is the Calm Elevation, and it's looked like it's taken out the that sort of print that you had on the inside, where it had like these sort of stripes going across it, which wasn't made it like that comfortable on foot. But it looks like they've taken it out, given it a chunky sole. And the fall 2025 is an odd one to release it. They should be releasing more in the summertime because that's the majority of when people wear slides. So but overall, I think I'm kind of open to them, but I don't feel like they'll still be that comfortable. And then also we have the Nike MX95 Vast Grey and Hyper Pink. Overall, another clean looking Nike Air Max 95. I believe these will also be popular, but when I sort of look at Air Max 95s, I usually sort of see them more as sort of darker colorways because it has that sort of trail shoe vibe. Not to say that this doesn't look that nice, it does look really nice, but it's just what I'm kind of used to. And then what's also rumoured to drop at some point in, is on the 15th of October anyway, it's saying, is the Bad Bunny Adidas Adiracer GT. So the Adiracer is basically a racing sneaker from Adidas, similar to the, I suppose, the Puma Speedcat, and this is just a kind of the Mercedes version, but Bad Bunny will be coming out with his own interpretation, so let's wait and see. But the overall model in terms of its look, not the completely sort of sold on, but yeah, let's see what Bad Bunny does. I'm usually a fan of the Bad Bunny sneakers, so yeah, I'm hoping it turns out well. And then also we have the Adidas Harden Volume 9 snakeskin. I'm not a fan of these ones. Obviously snakeskin's not something that I'm into, and if it has a sort of snakeskin print, it's got to be very sort of subtle for me to like it. But again, for the basketball court, they do look cool, and also the sort of 3 stripes going over it, you know, it kind of gives you that sort of feral animal kind of look to it. And then also from Jalen, Brunson, we've got this Nike Kobe 6 Statue of Liberty PE, so it's like a teal colour. This is coming out in holiday 2025, and you know, Kobe 6 doesn't need no introduction. It's probably one of the nicer Kobe 6 Kobe models, and overall, again, another one for the basketball court, but still, again, will be good for as a collector's item. And then we've got a better look at the Air Jordan 11 Grand Finale. I think this one, you know, it's quite sort of simple, clean. You know, looks a bit like the cool greys, but overall, yeah, I'm not mad at it. I think it does look nice, and you know, definitely worth you know, grabbing if you're into your Air Jordan 11s. And then also we have the return of the Air Bakin Varsity Red. I think this one is an okay shoe. You know, for me, it looks, yeah, not as nice as sort of the foam posits, and I think they came out during the same sort of period, same sort of year. Yeah, just not really feeling these, in all honesty. And something which was basically been released in terms of sort of photos as a sample is this Air Jordan 4, which is a rare air version. Overall, a clean look. It looks quite similar to the Armand Manier, for me anyway. It might be to do with the lighting, but it's almost got that sort of same sort of tint on it like the Armand Maniers have. But it's supposed to be white overall. Yeah, I'm kind of glad these didn't release. I don't think they're that nice, in my opinion. I think the ones that are releasing, the black pair, are probably nicer than these, but I do like the 23 patch print. I think that looks cool, but the rest of it, you know, I'm not that bothered about. And then also we have another look at the rare Air Jordan 1 low sample as well. This one I think looks pretty cool. Again, we've had a lot of Air Jordan 1s releasing, so it's probably that sort of fatigue sort of sets in, but you know, it's got different coloured swooshes on each side, which I think is cool, and kind of gives you that sort of metallic blue vibe as well. But yeah, overall, just yeah, fine, nothing special. Again, we've seen so many of these sort of Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s and Jordan 3s that I feel like people are just a bit kind of passing really. But yeah, overall, like I said, not bad. And you know, Jordan 1 at the end of the day is going to be a timeless sneaker, such as the Jordan 3 and the Jordan 4. It's just I feel like they should be you know, looking at other models really.